With the Pallets, 6 games left, the Philadelphia Union's playoff push continues at home against one of the stealthiest attacks in MLS. And crucial 3 points are up for grabs as the Union hosts the Montreal Impact. Hi, atop section 113 at Talent Energy Stadium. Welcome to Union Pregame Live. I'm Dave Leno.
And I'm Marissa Pilla. Dave, Montreal is coming into this game after a terrible loss on Wednesday night to Orlando City SC. This season, they only have one win after Wednesday night games, only 3 road wins on the year. But that doesn't mean they're not going to come out here with a lot of fire, because they're right behind the Union in points-wise in the Eastern Conference standings.
In fact, Montreal's loss on Wednesday was the 2nd consecutive game where they had to play down a man, more in their goalkeeping situation, and a multitude of changes in their starting lineup in just a minute. But first, with this playoff push, Marissa, let's dissect the Xfinity Eastern Conference standings. Despite the road loss at Chicago, the Union remained in 4th place, just 4 points behind New York City FC. Montreal is 3 points behind the Union as Orlando leapfrogged DC United for a spot above the red line, thanks to their win at Montreal on Wednesday. Marissa, what are the implications for tonight's matchup?
Well, it's kind of funny. This weekend, win, lose, or draw, the Union are going to stay in 4th place in the East, and that's because they trail Toronto and New York Red Bulls in goal differential. Now, if Montreal wins tonight and they do even things out points-wise, the Union have the edge in wins this season as well as goal differential. So this week, you might not see the Union make a lot of progress standing-wise, but it's going to mean a ton coming into the next 3 games because they're all on the road. The Union are going to need as much momentum as they can get.
The Union are coming off of a disappointing result on the road against Chicago, but they were without some star-studded players. They get them back tonight.
Well, Andre Blake and Alejandro Bedoya were both with their national teams ahead of World Cup qualifiers. Blake and the Reggae Boys for Jamaica lost both their matches to Panama and Haiti and finished last in Group B. Alejandro Bedoya had a little more success with the U.S. men's national team, played 66 minutes in both matches against St. Vincent and Trinidad and Tobago. A little bit of a crazy travel schedule for that team, but he said he's feeling ready to go. And Josh Yara was unavailable. He was back in his home nation of Ghana, visiting his family after the passing of his mother. He returned to training midweek with the Union.
And great news, Marissa, for Union supporters. Captain Maurice Adu returned to the pitch for the first time in 2016 since suffering a stress fracture in his left leg in the preseason, and he played for Bethlehem Steel FC on loan.
He played 32 minutes with Steel FC on Sunday. That rehab assignment is dedicated to him getting more game time touches. He will be playing with Steel tonight. 66 minutes is the goal for him to play a full half and then a little bit more.
First, I called that matchup, and you can really see his unparalleled ability with his speed, the ability to work in tight spaces and break up plays. Really played against one of the Goliaths of the USL and New York Red Bulls, too, who has only lost 3 games this season.
Well, looking ahead, Union fans hope to have Maurice Adu back in these next coming games the Union have on their schedule. For more on that, we're bringing in our stars of the show, Tommy Smith and JP Delacamera.
Thank you, Marissa. Well, counting tonight, Tommy, 6 games left, 3 at home, 3 away. Have to win at home, and especially against your conference rivals.
Yeah, there's no question. You have to make a statement. This is a game that you must win. I mean, if you want to make the playoffs, this is what every player dreams about. You want to be in the race this late in the season, and you want to be in control of your own destiny, and that's exactly what the Union are. They can control their own destiny.
They can, but after this game tonight, 3 tough games on the road, Tommy, not only against 3 very good opponents, but also in 3 very tough venues for visiting teams.
Yeah, at this time of the year, JP, I think every venue becomes tough. And certainly, if you're going to do anything, you've got to win at home. You've got to make that statement. This is our home court. We are going to win here and let the pieces fall where they may.
So with 6 games to go, you look for leaders. Who's going to step up? It's been a good season so far for Philadelphia's Chris Pontius. Is he one of the guys?
He's certainly one of the guys. He knows how to put the ball in the back of the old donkey bag, and that's what they need. They need to get goals. They need to get goals. They need to get plenty of goals. I know 1-0 is a good win, but hey, a couple of goals added on, take the pressure off, would be really great. Pontius, you know, he's due a few, I think. He hasn't really scored many since I started doing these games, so I think he's due tonight. Let's see if it's true.
Pontius leads the team not only in goals, but also in many other offensive categories. He's got 5 assists on the season as well. He scored the last time these 2 clubs met up in Montreal. It was the only goal for the Union. So tonight, guys, it's really about not so much revenge for the Philadelphia Union, but it's all about getting 3 big points against the Montreal Impact.
Here's Jim Curtin's 4-2-3-1 alignment led by all-star Andre Blake in goal, making his 34th career start.
And Josh Yarrow gets back in that starting lineup. Of course, he has great speed, but he's getting better at field awareness and kind of breaking up plays. He did that a lot during training this week.
Bedoya returns from international duty, occupying the number 8, linked with Warren Craval.
And Fabian Herbers is on that wing. He looks a little more comfortable playing on that wing than he did up top, and he really works together well with Tranquilo Barnetta.
And as the Union continue their pursuit for the playoffs, they'll need center back Richie Marquez to lock down the defensive third. Marissa's interview with Marquez is coming up as Union Pregame Live rolls on from Chester.